Here we will see understanding cookies. A cookie is a piece of data from a website that is stored within a web browser that the website can retrieve at a later time. Cookies are used to tell the server that users are returned to a particular website. When user return to a website, a cookie provides information and allows the site to display selected settings and targeted content. Cookies also store information such as shopping cart contents, registration or login credentials and user preferences. This is useful when users revisit sites. Any information that was provided in a previous session or any set preferences can be easily retrieved. There are different types of cookies. First is HTTP cookies. These are the overall category of computer cookies which are used with modern web browsers to enable specific capabilities. All the cookies in this list except Flash cookies are forms of HTTP cookies. Session cookies. A session cookie is only persistent while the user is navigating or visiting a given website. Persistent cookies, also sometimes referred as a permanent cookie. These cookies persist for a configured length of time or until a certain date that is set by the web server. First party cookies, also known as same site cookies. The cookie and information it contains is restricted for the same site on which it was set. Third party cookies. These cookies are not restricted to the initial site where the cookie was created. Third party cookies enables entities other than the original site to access them for user tracking and personalization purpose. Zombie cookies. These refers to a type of cookies that persist even after the user attempts to delete it. Flash cookies. These are not browser or HTTP cookies but rather a specific type of cookie that works with Adobe Flash. With the decline in the use of Flash, these cookies are no longer widely used. Secure cookies. These are first and third party cookies that can only be sent over encrypted HTTP connections. Advantages of using cookies are extremely user friendly. The client can choose what they need to do with cookies. All the browsers come with settings to clear history including cookies. Manually, user could find the cookies text files stored in the hard drive. User can choose to edit and delete them. Cookies can also set to be made available for a longer period of time. Once the cookies are stored on user's hard drive, it will be available as long as the user deletes them manually. Even if the server fails, information can be retrieved from the cookies. Cookies can also remember information related to forms. So each time the user visits the site, the address form will be filled automatically. However, cookies will not remember confidential information such as credit card information. Most companies, especially e-commerce sites, tend to use cookies to target products to their customers. Information such as search term, keywords and geographical locations are gathered for their marketing campaign. Even social networking sites like Facebook use cookies to show relevant ads. Cookies can also be configured as per requirement. For example, it can be made to expire once the user closes the browser tab or set to exit only for a specific period of time. All the data related to cookies are stored on hard drive without the use of server resources. No extra load or weight is added to the server. Therefore, less burden is placed on them, which makes cookies easier to implement. Disadvantages of cookies. Cookies are not restricted based on internet usage. Whenever a user surfs the web, more and more cookies will be accumulated. Unless the users delete them, these cookies will be part of the hard drive space. This eventually slows down and lags the browser. Since cookies are stored in the hard drive as text file, it possesses some serious security risk. Any intruder can easily open these files and view the information. And also, not all the sites that collect information from cookies are safe. Some of the sites can use these cookies for hacking. Size limitation also exists on cookies. They cannot store large amount of information. Most cookies are able to store information only up to 4 KB. Browser also restricts cookies when it comes to number of cookies. Except Internet Explorer, all the browsers only allow up to 20 cookies for a single website. Apart from security, privacy is another concern from the users in cookies. Whenever the user browses the internet, the cookie-enabled sites will be recording all the online activities. Most users are unaware of this. As a result, This information can be accessed by any third parties, including government agencies and businesses. Browsers also come with option to disable cookies. Users who are highly security conscious could simply disable them. Even some browsers disable cookies automatically if the security level is set to high. Therefore, web application will not work without cookies. And both encrypting and decrypting cookies is difficult process since it requires additional coding. Due to the time involved in the encoding process, the application's performance will be affected.